Welcome back to the AC Pulse, Season 2, the podcast where we don't just critique the arts industry, we call it by name. We drag the receipts into the light and we build what they said we never could. I'm Amanda Corrales, artist, advocate, Art Institute graduate, global event strategist, former PBS marketing manager, and public sector founder who spent over a decade navigating and surviving the systems that pretend to serve artists while bleeding all of us dry. So when I say I've seen behind the curtain, I helped install it, got burned by it, and now I'm tearing the whole fucking thing down. In this episode, we're talking about funders and the bullshit they actually say when they think you're gonna stay silent. Because while their websites scream diversity, their inboxes tell a very different story. This is episode 4. Shit funders actually say. The lies, red tape, and excuses that keep artists broke. And trust me, they say a lot. Funders love to say things like, we believe in innovation. We value diverse voices. We are committed to artist empowerment. But here's the part they leave out. They only value it when it's safe, when it's sanitized, when it's done under their terms and under their control. I know this because I lived it. When I submitted my event inquiry to Redline, this game they play, it wasn't just about renting a space. It was about building a platform. My event that I created, called Artist Through the Prism, was a blueprint for real community-led, artist-first storytelling. And I believed, maybe naively, definitely naively, that a nonprofit that I respected, championing artist equity would be excited to collaborate. I didn't approach them with a painting or with artwork. I approached them at the level they are on. Spoiler alert, they were not excited to collaborate. They were excited to extract. They copied the structure. They lifted the format. They took the exact language from my inquiry. And when I raised it, they didn't apologize. They didn't offer a license fee. Absolutely no acknowledgement or accountability. They didn't even acknowledge the harm. They lawyered up. It's just a term, gaslighting. Here's what Redline's attorney, Patricia Ho, said when I sent my invoice and notice. Quote, copyright does not extend to any idea, procedure, process, system, method of operation, concept, principle, or discovery. There is nothing protectable about the Avante Garde nonprofit model. This is the nonprofit version of, well, technically, while they run off with your house keys. Because it's not about one word or one idea. It's about the whole blueprint. It's about the labor, the vision, the architecture. They could not, would not build themselves. So they took it from someone they thought couldn't or wouldn't fight back. And honey, I'm not the one. This episode is brought to you by Fund Her, trademark, the grant you'll never get. Looking to build community wealth through your artistic practice? Want to lead your own vision with resources and respect?
Too bad.
Welcome to Fund Her, trademark, where we'll ask you to fill out 14 pages of impact statements, racial equity reflections, and unpaid labor, only to tell you your project wasn't competitive enough. At Fund Her, trademark, we support diversity as long as it's safe, non-threatening, and easy to tokenize for our next annual report. Fund Her, trademark, diversity for optics, funding for friends. The show. Profits love to promote equity until it threatens the hierarchy that keeps them in power. They'll give you grants to celebrate diversity. They'll put your face on their flyers and brochures. They'll even invite you to speak on panels and feedback sessions. But when you call out the harm they're causing, when you protect your labor, when you invoice them for stealing your work, you're aggressive, you're confrontational, you're misunderstanding their intent. Intent does not pay invoices. Intent does not restore stolen labor. And their intent does not build artist wealth. The cost of our silence, the system counts on you being too exhausted to fight, too isolated to be believed, and definitely at their hands, too broke to sue. But here's the thing, whether or not you get the apology, whether or not you get the payment, whether or not you get the public acknowledgement, let me tell you right now, your story matters. Your receipts matter. And speaking your truth is its own form of compensation. I chose to not stay silent. And now those receipts are public. Woo! Thank you for listening. Got a little choked up there. If this episode made your jaw clench, your head nod, or maybe even tears come, follow this show, because this is not a one-off. This is a movement. Next up, we're naming names. We're showing side by side evidence of proposal theft with email timestamps, dot comparisons, and the non-profit gaslighting that followed. This is not just storytelling. It's documentation. It's protection. And it's strategy for every single artist who's been exploited by this same cycle of polished, systemic harm. So make sure you hit that follow, turn on your notifications, and if you've ever had your work lifted by a so-called partner organization or a funder who said they believed you, you'll want to hear what comes next. This is the AC Pulse, Season 2. We're not asking for change. We're becoming the change. And we're certainly nowhere near being done. In the next episode, we get real specific. You're not just going to hear me tell you they lifted my work. You're going to hear exactly how they did it, with certified letters, email trails, and side-by-side comparisons. No PR team, no funder favorite status, just the truth, raw, and definitely unfiltered. This is the AC Pulse, Season 2. We're not just exposing the problem, we're building the new system.